Hold on. I took one of them and kissed it. Ready to go see Daddy? Clementine's legs started kicking against my hips, and her entire body quaked with glee. She loved her daddy. It was the first day of spring, and I might have been a little too anxious for the warm weather. I attempted to take Clementine to the small playground around the corner from Michael's office to watch the kids play, but the wind was too much for her. Due to our early departure, it was closer to 5 than 6 when we entered the reception area of the Michael O'Shea law firm. Michael'd fired his secretary this past Monday, and he had yet to replace her, and the paralegals left promptly at 4:30 every Friday. So as I expected, the office was empty. Michael's door was closed, as usual. I removed our jackets and hung them on the iron coat tree before knocking lightly. "Come in," he called. I opened the old wooden door and it creaked loud enough to make me cringe. Michael looked different. His dark hair was sticking up everywhere, and when he raised his gaze from the yellow legal pad beside the stack of papers on his desk, I could see how tired he was. "I hope you don't mind that we're a little early," I asked. He glanced at his watch. "I'm expecting a call from someone any time now. Can you just bring her home and I'll meet you there?" He seemed more distracted than usual. Clementine held her tiny arms out and cooed, "Daddy." "How's my girl?" He beamed as he stood. His suit was neatly pressed, his tie in place, his shoes shined. But his 35 years were showing. Lines creased in his brow, and there were bags under his eyes. For the first time, I could see the toll the past 3 months had taken on him. "Sure," I answered him, and then I set Clementine down. "Just let her say hi, and we'll go." Clementine turned 1 last month, and took her first step shortly after that. Ever since, she doesn't like to be restrained. She toddled toward Michael in her hot pink patent leather shoes, and I couldn't help but smile. Suddenly, the front door burst open. The echoing sound of the doorknob slamming against the wall made me whip around. A man stood in the doorway, anger and hatred shooting through his eyes, like whatever he wanted was personal. Michael's office was located in an old brownstone in Boston's South End, and I considered the neighborhood relatively safe. Until then. Instantly, fear flowed through my veins. Horrified, I froze. My purse. My purse was all the way on the other side of the room. Clementine. All the air seeped from my lungs as terror ripped through me. I had to get to her. My head spun back around to calculate just how far away from me she was. Not that far. My rubbery legs inched backward. She was between Michael and me. The crazed man didn't seem to notice me, though. His eyes were on Michael. As soon as their stares locked, his voice boomed. "O'Shea, what kind of game do you think you're playing?" His Boston accent was thick like Michael's, but his words crystal clear. My heart stopped at the malice in his tone. Fury covered Michael's face. "Sean, there's no need to come in here like that." Michael knew the man? His face screwed into a different position, and his stance remained dominating, although his demeanor seemed to ease slightly. Taking the opportunity, I bent to scoop up Clementine, but Michael beat me to it, and she was already in his arms. Thank God. Thinking clearer than me, he turned her away from the madman. Voice gruff, the man asked, "What exactly are you up to?" This had to be about her. "There's no need for an outburst." Michael spoke curtly, somehow managing to keep his composure even in the face of potential danger. Had he done this before? My terror wasn't pacified in the least, however, even though the man's anger seemed to have completely dissipated. The only thing I could think of was keeping Clementine safe. I slowly turned back to assess the situation.